New radio in the Door County Daily News. I'm Tim Coles, and we are at CVF Dairy in Sturgeon Bay, your host for the 2024 Sevastopol FFA Dairy Breakfast. We are joined by Deb and Megan right now. And first of all, thank you so much for having me out here this morning, but also in about a week, thank you for having the whole community out here. How does it feel to have this event 5 times now in your farm's history?
It's a wonderful event. It lets people get on the farm, see what modern dairies are like. Many generations, it used to be that people were maybe one generation off the farm. Now they're multiple generations off the farm. Kids have a great time. They love seeing the animals, being able to look at the machinery, things of that nature.
Now we have some of your 400 to 420 girls standing right behind us. They're feeding right now. Tell us a little bit about the milking operation here, because obviously cows can be milked different ways, and the cow comfort is also accomplished in many different ways as well.
Yeah, we milk about 400 to 420 cows here. Each cow is equipped with a pedometer. It kind of monitors the cow's health. We have automated ventilation here, so at a certain temperature, those fans will turn on, and at a certain temperature, they'll turn off, so the cows have a consistently comfortable environment to live in. We have the Juno here that pushes up the feed. For the most part, he pushes up feed all day long. He'll come back and charge, and then he will push up more feed for the cows. So that way the cows have a consistent flow of feed all day long, and then they can go back to their water beds and relax for the rest of the day when they're not being milked, eating, drinking.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing too, all these things that you're doing to address cow comfort, because happier cows not only produce more milk for you, but it also makes their lives a lot better as well.
Absolutely. Yep. I always say happy cows come from CVF Dairy.
And what are some of the things that you're also going to be able to showcase when people come out here? Because obviously, this is certainly the centerpiece. You have where you make maple syrup just behind us as well. But what are some of the other things that you're really excited to show some of the community members when they come?
From about 5 to 9 a.m., they will be able to see the milking process from a viewing window. They can walk around the farm and see our calves. They can see the heifers in the heifer barn. They will be able to walk through this freestall here and see the cows. We will have all of our equipment out on display so you can see what it takes to harvest the crops, the hay, the corn, the alfalfa. What else are we going to have?
Besides the farm aspect of it, obviously the alumni has some informational type of things. There's a band. And it's a community event, in the fact that there will be a lot of friends and neighbors here, but a lot of the visitors to Door County that will have a chance to stop here and see what's happening.
Now, you last hosted in 2018.
Yes.
And the really exciting thing is that we're seeing that new generation coming. Deb, obviously, 4th generation. Megan, 5th generation. Deb, what does it mean to you to have, they're celebrating behind you. What does it mean to have that transition? Because not every family necessarily has those family members that want to get into farming. That wasn't a problem for you.
Yes. As a whole, the average age of farmers has risen substantially. Ed and I are close, if not over retirement age. We weren't sure a few years ago what the situation was going to be. Megan and Jason expressed an interest. So at the beginning of 2023, Megan and Jason came in as co-owners with Ed of the farm. It's something that was important to us in regards to, it was Ed's great-grandfather that started the farm. It isn't an easy decision, because your kids see the really good times and they see the bad times on the farm. It's not always, it's a wonderful life, but like any life, it's got its ups and downs.
And Megan, what was that push towards returning to the farm, joining your dad, joining Jason in this endeavor?
Mm-hmm. I was a farm kid. I was raised on the farm, so it was kind of in my blood. I said I wasn't going to do it. It's a really hard lifestyle. I saw my mom and dad do it. I saw my relatives do it. It wasn't something that I said I wanted to do. And growing up on the farm, it called to me, and I left the corporate lifestyle and came to the farm.
And obviously kids as well, kind of in tow as well. What have you tried to kind of show off to them? You know, you mentioned there's good, there's bad, and things like that. What have been maybe some of the things that you try to highlight to them?
We have 3 kids, Dominic, Cash, and Aspen, and they all love to be on the farm. It helps them create a work ethic because the farm never stops. They get to see the animals being raised. They get to help raise the animals themselves. And it instills a lot of values in our kids, and we're really proud about that.
Well, once again, the Sevastopol FFA Dairy Breakfast coming up July 6th, a Saturday this year, so a little bit different than past years as well. Give us one last reason why we should come visit your dairy on July 6th for the Sevastopol FFA Dairy Breakfast.
We see this as a great opportunity to welcome people to a farm, which oftentimes with biosecurity and things of that nature, you can't just have people here all the time. So it gives them an environment to come and see what's happening, to know that we value our animals and our land and we take good care of them.
All right, Megan, Deb, thank you so much for once again having me here today, but also inviting the community July 6th for the Sevastopol FFA Dairy Breakfast.